Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here and talk about the topic that is really, I would say, quite hot at the moment in the Finnish landscape. So, as we have heard from Minister Harakka and earlier from Elina, Finland is a true mobile country. We have a long history in the country where the Finnish operators have always been in the forefront with every mobile network technology there has been. And it's no difference now regarding the 5G. Listening Erik to talk about the European digital compass, I would say that Finland actually has quite a lot of strengths in those areas. We have very high share of ICT specialists in Finland. We have also globally recognized good educational system. We have very high digital skills among the population. And as we heard, we have had really good regulation policy regarding the mobile networks in Finland. And all that has generated a good platform to build now also the 5G story in Finland. We know that Finland is really utilizing also the mobile technologies heavily. At the moment, average every Finn uses roughly 55 gigabytes per month mobile data. That makes like 2 gigabytes per Finn per day. So of course that is also pushing us operators to really match that need and modernize and develop our networks to support that growth. So looking now a bit back, roughly last 5 years, our journey in Telia Finland towards the 5G era, this is how it looks like. So basically we introduced the topic already 2016 in the Nordic Business Forum and stated that we will bring 5G to Finland 2018. And then we started testing this together with our partner Nokia. And then it was really good that we actually got the licenses, test licenses from Ministry to start really do the actual testing in the production environment. And then resulted that yes, we were able to launch first in Finland the 5G in 2018 during the summertime. And then with the frequency auctions that followed later in that year, we basically then launched the first commercial networks early 2019. Now we've been, of course, strengthening our cooperation with Nokia and be really utilizing the capabilities that the 5G is bringing, and not only consumers, but also on the enterprise side. And that has really been visible in the market growth. So already in 2020, over 50% of all mobile devices that were sold on the phones were 5G capable. And that has really led to the expansion of the 5G networks, as we saw in Elina's presentation. And now we have a really good national coverage among all the operators, which is that 84% of the households. Now looking forward, I hear the question that, okay, but what is 5G really bringing to the market? Is it the same as the previous generations? I've been in the industry quite long, over 20 years, and I've been pretty much seeing all the generations starting from the 2G. And I would say that, no, it's not actually the same. Yes, of course, it will bring capacity, higher speeds, lower latency to consumers, and it will provide the households as a home connection. But actually, the actual use cases where the true capabilities that 5G can offer are more in the industry and enterprise side. It provides a lot of possibilities to improve efficiency, performance, help with the remote control due to the low latency to improve work health and safety, and it also provides a secure and stability for the industrial use cases. So looking what we've been actually, let's go back once more, not going there yet. So on the right-hand side, you see few cases of true or in the production phase cases what we have with our customers in the industrial landscape. So Kalmar, which is mentioned here, is using our 5G private network to develop integrated solutions for the cargo handling technologies. Agnico Eagle, I will actually come back to that case a bit later on as well, but they are building a gold mine in Kittilä, operating gold mine there, and we are building one of the first and the largest private networks in that mine. And then we have the Posiva, which is the latest one, and there we are actually providing a 5G private network for the needs of the disposal of process of nuclear fuel. And this is really supporting their business to be able to provide process safety for the employees. So as you can see, there are several different use cases in different industries, and there are some similarities: low latency, requirements, stability, and also the security. But in the absolute front line of the 5G development is an example we announced actually this spring in February in the Mobile World Congress, together with our customer Sandvik and Nokia. So we were first in the world to provide 4 and 5G virtual private network based on slicing and edge computing for customer use. And this has been implemented in Tampere with Sandvik, and basically they are developing digital mining solutions which are now based on the Telia's edge computing feature. So what does the virtual 5G private network really mean? It's the slice that we take out of the public 5G network, and it is dedicated for the customer's critical connectivity needs. And this, of course, gives the scalability going forward. So this we can provide for the customers who may not have necessary needs to build their own physical private network, but we can utilize the public 5G network and give the slices for the needs that are there for the enterprises. So this is now built and it's used in the test mining facility in Tampere. And more to come. So I would say that it's clear that at the moment there's a great demand between different industries regarding how to utilize these capabilities in order to really enhance the capabilities with the low latency and process development side in different production processes. So I would like to end my presentation with the video which has been filmed by our customer. So it's always great to see that the customers are telling the story on behalf of us. So enjoy.
Thank you, Heli, for your presentation. I think it's so fascinating, that example of mining and using 5G there. It's easy to see the benefit of the technology, how it's used, where working conditions are quite challenging. How does it go in practice? If a company has an idea of using 5G, vertical industrial uses, how do they actively contact Telia now, and also how busy are you at the moment with these cases?
Yes, they do actively contact us, and just had a discussion with our sales teams last week, and they said that it's visible that now, I would say almost all the industry sectors are really interested in learning more, understanding more, seeing the use cases, and really having that dialogue that, okay, what can we do together? And it's an ecosystem game, as we all know it, so there are different parts of the puzzle that has to come together. But yes, we have a good network, which was actually in my slides as well, that already quite in the beginning we introduced this 5G Finland network ecosystem in Finland, where we invited all the startups, also the different like industries, and also universities to come together and really work through that, okay, how do we utilize this capability going forward? So I would say that we have a pretty good network, so all the things that we can't do ourselves, then we have partners to help there. And
you can say that we are now in the beginning of
yes, exactly.
Of the revolution, actually.
It's basically just escalating, and I would say that one of the bottlenecks has been so far the device part for the industrial use. So now when that's starting to come together, then I would say that that's the escalator for the growth in demand.
Yeah. So it will be very interesting to see how this all goes in few years.
Yes.
It's very short terms that we are talking.
Exactly.
So Erik, you are still there on the line, aren't you? In Brussels, do you hear us?
Yes, sure, I do.
Good, excellent. It's a good chance now for the questions, and we have one question from chat. What kind of discussion is there in the EU about 6G? Is there already some kind of strategic roadmap for the evolution? How would you say? The minister was also dealing with this a lot, talking about the 6G, and we need to get ready of it. Are we again bit before the others, and how is the EU position here?
Well, the EU has created the 6G joint undertaking for smart network and services. So this is where it all takes place. And my colleagues actually in the Commission, in the same Directorate General Connect, that are dealing with the 6G SNS. It's a collaboration between all the stakeholders, and yes, I understand that they are. We cannot say there is already a roadmap. There is already a plan to discuss the roadmap. This is the status, if I understand well.
So there is starting to think about the roadmap. Is that the conclusion?
Yeah. Yes.
So there's no you wouldn't.
But the process is here. The stakeholders are there, and the structure. The important thing is that this 6G smart networks and services joint undertaking is gathering all the necessary stakeholders. It exists. It has signed already memorandums of understanding with other zones of non-European zones, with partners internationally, and it has started to work. So this is the good news.
So you won't give us the date yet for the deployment?
No, maybe not.
How is the 6G preparations in the companies?
Well, we are just, as mentioned, now starting to see the 5G deployment happening, but of course we are following closely the 6G discussion and research, how it's going, and also have a deep dialogue with the different parties, whether it's universities or network vendors. So yes, we are following quite closely.
Yeah, as they say, that new generation of mobile technology comes in every 10 years, so we very likely in 2030 something are hands-on on 6G. Any more questions from the audience? If there's no further questions, then I think I sum up the situation here, the event. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Erik, for being present today. Thank you very much, Heli, for being here, and also for Telia Finland for being a sponsor of this event. Thank you very much for the audience. Hopefully you had some fruitful ideas of this briefing, and I wish you all very happy and we are all looking forward to have a summer holiday. So I wish you all very sunny summer. Thank you very much.
Thank you.